Welcome to the warm-up, everybody. Thanks again for joining us. We are into district play pretty much everywhere across the state. So this is where things really get heated up. So we need to get you warmed up. With Halloween right around the corner, it's frightening how many monster matchups we have this week. Let's get things started by taking a look at some key Week 10 games in the Louisiana Hot Sauce Hot Zone. I tell you what, Houston fans have been waiting 10 weeks for this one. Number 1 versus number 2 in the area as Atascocita meets up with North Shore. Baby, this is gonna be a good one and most likely be the first of the 2 times these squads could meet up. Something tells me the Region 3 final just might have this game as a rematch. But first, you got to get to the 21-6A district title and get that out of the way. Both teams are undefeated. Atascocita is in the midst of their 3-game gauntlet of CE King, North Shore, and Summer Creek. And the Eagles needed everything they had to come back from a 2-score deficit last Saturday to beat King in overtime, 28-21. Perhaps they avoided that trap game there and now will be laser focused on North Shore. In the regular season meeting a year ago, Atascocita gave the Mustangs all they could handle before losing by 3 down the stretch. Expect the same battle this year. North Shore avoided their trap game last week as well, only beating Humble by 14. As usual, the Mustangs have been a machine offensively, and junior quarterback Caleb Bailey, already offers from Auburn, TCU, and more, has had this game circled all year since he missed both matchups last season due to injury. It'll be a packed house for sure and a barn burner. Thursday night, 13-6A gets settled as the Woodlands host Willis in what looks to be an offensive showdown. Willis is undefeated and looking to snag the district title away from the Highlanders. Many will look at the quarterback matchup as the key in this one, as each team has a Power 5 signal caller running the offense. The Cats look to Florida-bound DJ Lagway, while the Woodlands as Wisconsin commit Mabry Matoyer. Both have proven all season why they are 2 of the premier quarterbacks in the state. However, look for each team's athletes to play a huge role. The Highlanders have wide receiver Quinell Farrakhan, who's been offered by everybody and is absolutely unstoppable in the open field. Meanwhile, Willis looks to Jermaine Bishop Jr. for at least 2 huge plays from every game. This is just a sophomore, but he too already offered from everybody that's anybody. And both of these guys are underclassmen, so we'll get to see them again next year. Can't wait to find out who's going to come out on top this year.
The Hot Zone is presented by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. When you need to bring the heat, make all your game day snacks better with Louisiana hot sauce. Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the TaxAct Texas Bowl. Get your tickets today at taxacttexasbowl.com. Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, Xochitl.
We caught up with Atascocita's dual-threat quarterback Zion Brown on the recruiting trail, presented by Xochitl, Chips and Salsa.
Hi, my name is Zion Brown. I go to Atascocita High School, and I'm committed to Northwestern State. When I first took my first unofficial visit there, the coaches loved me, and I was already texting them and talking to them a lot before then, but going up there, seeing a town, some small town, which I like, so there's not too much happening. So the coaches love me, and I always said, like, the 3-headed monster. That's what me and my dad always said. The offensive coordinator, QB's coach, and head coach all like me a lot, so that really, like, started it for me. That's the reason I really committed. What makes me such a good player is, like, me, I don't necessarily think about the stats and me trying to be perfect with the stats and stat packing my own stats or something, but I like to make other people around me way better. So that's what I really like to focus on. People around me getting better, me being a better leader, trying to be, like this year, trying to be that older guy that people can look up to. And it's just like when I do need to do it in the game, I can always throw it. So I can always throw it, and then when I need to, I can run it. So if you leave a hole there for me, I'm gonna try to hit it, and I'm gonna try to make my best out of my abilities and try to make something happen out of it. What I love about playing for the Eagles is the community. The community really loves the Atascocita football team. So that makes it even easier for us to go to bat for them and just play hard for them and for the people in the stands. We have an amazing band. Our band director is really lit. Like, they always get the crowd hyped, and so that makes us hyped. And then we got an amazing student section, amazing principal. Our school is amazing. They always make sure they're looking out for the football players, being there by our side through thick and thin. We already got each other. We got an amazing head coach, Coach Stump. He's like I would like to say, he's like a second father to me. So playing for them is like, it makes it way easier. We always got the best chemistry because the older guys are always looking out for the younger guys. So when the younger guys are older, it's way easier to look out for the even younger guys. So it makes it way easier for us to go out there and play. Well, you always want to leave behind a great personality. So I like to make people, wherever I go, try to make them feel welcome and happy. I love to make people smile. That's what I love to do. I would love to leave out a great leadership for my youngins. So when I want to leave, I want to help them become leaders. So what they can't say is like Zion wasn't a leader. So I always try to be the best leader I can for them and just look out for them. So it's like, even in summertime, when people couldn't get rides, I'll always bring them to practice. Whatever they need, I got them. So it's like that big brother role.
We can't get our cameras to all the big games, so here's some other games to keep an eye out for in the hype. The playoff teams in 10-5A Division I very well could be decided this Friday night. We have two big matchups. Let's start at Traylor Stadium, where Fulshear will host Manville. Fulshear has left no doubt they'll be in the postseason, as they only need one win in the last two games to seal up the district title. The Chargers have not been challenged the entire season, as their closest game has been 18 points. Nick Koduti's team is 8-0 and a serious contender to go to state in Division I. Offensively, they average over half 100 per game, making it easy on their defense. Somehow, Manville's going to have to put 4 full quarters together to get this done because the Mavericks need this upset or their playoff dreams vanish. Kirk Martin's team hangs their hat on defense, and they played pretty well this season, but it's the Maverick offense that's let them down. If Coach Martin can dial up some maybe well-timed trick plays, Manville might be able to pull off the upset because they'll need to be near perfect to win this one. If Manville does win, it'll keep the pressure on Angleton and Magnolia West to keep on winning as well. The Wildcats and Mustangs face off this Friday in Angleton, with the winner most likely being the 3rd seed and the loser 4th. Both teams have losses to Fulshear and Magnolia on their ledger and should pick up victories in their last game, so this one will be for seeding purposes. Angleton leads on a defense led by cornerback and Houston commit Jaden Petway. Magnolia West can get physical defensively as well, and will hope quarterback Bo Chumley can attack the Wildcats through the air.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the TaxAct Texas Bowl. Get your tickets today at TaxActTexasBowl.com. Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
Let's take a look back at who won our defensive title belt. Plus, see who might come home with one this week in the Buzz. We highlighted Katy Jordan as a team to keep an eye on for the defensive title belt, but it was their opponent, Katy Taylor, who came away with the goods. Huge defensive plays by the Mustangs, led by a pick 6 from Josiah Rodriguez, helped Taylor punch their ticket to the playoffs and get them the title belt. This week, how about the Stratford Spartans as a team looking for a huge defensive performance? It's easy to get up for a rivalry game like the Spartans have with Houston Memorial, but it's harder to execute the plan in what looks to be a rainy night. If Stratford can cause some turnovers with a slippery ball, perhaps they can get sized up for the belt. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you are all warmed up for this week's Texas high school football.